Hmm. Pengen tahu siapa yang sudah ada di sini? Hey, halo Malaysia, halo. Oh, ini ada yang fansnya ini juga nih, fansnya Saradik. Ada Saradik juga. Oke, gue sambil baca chatnya. Kita sambil nunggu kalau udah pada rame. Hey Jeffrey, hey Jeffrey Tam, Jeffrey Tam. One day I will do a live show, live interview also with you. Oke, so ya sekarang sambil nunggu. Sebentar ya. Ini bagaimana ini? Nih gue lagi berusaha ngepas-ngepasin di layar biar enak lihatnya, bisa lihat chat kalian juga. Soalnya agak delay kalau misalnya ini. Oke, di sini kita akan ngebahas soal sebenarnya ini lebih buat Magic Lovers. Jadi di sini kemarin kan karena udah agak lumayan lama ya, kita bicara masalah pandemik ini, gue sendiri sudah di rumah semenjak tanggal 10, 13 lah, kalau nggak salah 11-an, 13. Gue udah di rumah aja, ngapa-ngapain, terus kepikiran gitu kan. Basically kemarin sempat terinspirasi dari live-nya Magician, ada Indra Frenos dan Bo Vernon, live Instagramnya mereka. Jadi mereka ngebahas tentang the dark truth of magic in Indonesia gitu. Terus gue seru juga nih ya kalau misalnya kita ngebahas juga, tapi dengan skala yang mungkin yang lebih internasional, yang bisa ngajak pesulap dari luar untuk gimana caranya sharing juga, tapi bukan dark truth ya, cuman lebih kayak apa sih yang bisa kita pelajari dari mereka. Karena kemarin sempat ada obrolan sama Bo Vernon, sama nama trilogi Bo Vernon OG, dan juga Indra Frenos, dan juga Russell Rich, Jiban. Kenapa ya sulap di Indonesia itu kok nggak bisa maju gitu kan? Terus kenapa, maksudnya gini, mungkin dalam artian tidak bisa maju itu bukannya tidak sukses, bukan, tapi di TV mungkin oke, tapi pada saat kita bicara independennya, yang real life-nya, yang kesehariannya, kita tuh nggak punya show yang orang datang beli tiket, atau kayaknya mungkin belum terbiasa atau apa, dan kita berusaha untuk memecahkan itu. Sampai beberapa kali si Bo Vernon sama Indra Frenos dan juga sempat bikin mereka live lagi di YouTube, dan semakin menarik, dan kita akhirnya sebenarnya sih bukan sepakat pada hari itu nggak, tapi memang dari pas lagi The Great Magician kita udah sepakat untuk yuk kita sama-sama, yuk kita rapatkan barisan, kita satukan sulap Indonesia, gimana caranya untuk kita bisa besar bersama-sama, kita belajar dari seni-seni yang lain, dari stand up comedy atau seni-seni yang lain yang sudah besar. Karena mungkin memang sulap sudah besar terlihatnya, tapi in real life-nya pada saat kita di kehidupan nyatanya di luar TV, kita belum bisa, industrinya belum bisa berjalan dengan baik gitu. Nah, terus kita ngobrol, oke, kita bikin sebuah gerakan bersama-sama, mengajak semua pesulap Indonesia untuk bisa, ayo barengan yuk gitu. Karena kalau misalnya gue sendiri atau trilogi sendiri atau underground doang, mungkin nggak jalan, mungkin ya. Dan kita nggak akan bisa merasakannya 1-2 tahun, mungkin lama atau kapan. Tapi at least kita memulai dulu. Oke, gue bacain komen dulu. Wah, ini banyak yang fansnya DMS ini ternyata. Yang nanyain DMS, nanti nih 1 menit lagi tayang. Pantengin ya, semua bisa langsung pindah ke sana. Jam 7 DMS tayang. Pesulapnya mana nih? Gue agak bingung nih, pesulapnya nggak ada. siapa? 290 orang yang nonton. Oke, saya belum lihat ada pesulap di sini, kalau dari komennya. Jadi, kenapa mungkin banyak yang pesulap, ada yang nanya, "Kenapa gue ngundang Eric Chien?" Ya karena pertama karena gue kenal sama dia, terus kedua karena memang, buat gue dia a very extraordinary person yang he can create a an a routine that looks like a camera tricks. I mean, so visual, no wonder he won the FISM. Jadi dia menang, kalau misalnya buat yang nggak ngerti, jadi ada olimpiade sulap namanya FISM, dan dia tahun 2000, if I'm not mistaken, he was the champion in 2007, 18. Correct me if I'm wrong, Eric, if you're watching this. Tapi kalau nggak salah 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Terus gue lihat, I saw his act, and it was like, damn, so good. I mean, like really so good. Ya pengen tahu aja dia tuh apa sih yang di otaknya dia gitu, apa yang di kepala dia yang bisa bikin akhirnya dia seperti itu. Kalau misalnya buat Magic Lovers yang belum tahu, atau misalnya beberapa dari teman-teman di sini ada yang belum tahu, gue akan coba, gue akan coba kasih lihat kalian. Loh, kok ini YouTube-nya saya? Tadi yang Eric Chien mana? Nah, ini dia. Gue akan kasih lihat videonya Eric Chien pada saat dia di FISM. Ini videonya ya, kalian bisa lihat. Sorry. Ini audionya nggak kedengeran ya? Oh, karena gue pakai headset. Wait, karena gue tadi pakai headset, sorry. Gila, ini orang gila.
For big close up. For Taiwan, China, Eric Chien.
Ya, itulah tadi. Bentar ya, audionya gue balikin lagi dulu ke ini. Oke, gue balikin dulu. Sekarang gue pakai audio lagi. Bentar. Cek, sudah masuk belum audionya? Cek dulu, audio gue udah masuk belum, guys? Ya, jadi seperti yang kalian lihat tadi, gitu kan. Eric Chien, gila sih orang itu udah, wow. Itu menurut gue udah nggak ada obatnya itu orang. Tuh, udah habis ya. Nih masih ini nggak sih gue? Kok di sini udah enggak deh. Sebentar ya, gue agak-agak gaptek ini. Masih live nggak sih nih gue posisinya? Masih live nggak sih gue nih? Kok di sini tiba-tiba error laptop gue. Nah, baik lagi. Ini gue masih live nggak sih sebenarnya, guys? Oh, belum ada stop video kan? Masih ya, oke. Nah, jadi itu tadi buat teman-teman yang belum tahu Eric Chien, itu Eric Chien. Terus gue langsung yang kayak nggak tahu di antara semua, maksudnya ya dulu pernah ada Sin Lim yang menurut gue juga luar biasa. Sekarang Eric Chien gitu kan. Dan itu kayaknya yang, ya kalian lihat sendiri kan, videonya tuh yang, gila sih. Itu nggak ada obatnya kalau menurut gue tuh, video tuh nggak ada obatnya, itu orang skill-nya nggak ada obatnya. Jadi gue penasaran, mungkin dia bisa share sama gue gitu, sama kalian juga yang pecinta sulap, tanpa harus membongkar rahasianya, karena di sini juga selain pesulap juga ada orang awam yang nonton, jadi gue nggak mau ada teman-teman yang di sini yang di luar pesulap akhirnya jadi tahu rahasianya. Enggak, kita akan ngebahas, kita sama sekali tidak akan ngebahas masalah rahasia, tapi kita pengen tahu apa sih di balik pemikiran dia, kenapa dia bisa seperti itu, dan juga perjalanan, karena gue senang aja perjalanan karir seseorang, perjalanannya mereka bisa sampai akhirnya sukses, menciptakan sebuah permainan tuh nggak gampang. Dan gue kadang-kadang lebih senang mendengarkan perjalanan mereka, filosofi di balik keberhasilan mereka, daripada gue harus tanya trik. Karena buat gue pribadi, trik itu bisa didapat atau bisa dipelajari dari manapun, tapi pengalaman seseorang atau perjalanan hidup seseorang, ups and down-nya itu yang nggak ada, lu nggak bisa cari di manapun gitu. Tiap orang punya pengalaman atau perjalanan yang berbeda-beda. Jadi gue lebih tertarik ke situ. Dan juga teman-teman pesulap di sini semoga bisa belajar dari pengalamannya Eric gitu. Yalah deket banget gue manggilnya Eric ya. Oke, sekarang baca komen lagi nih. Sini sudah ada. Nah, mana? Oh, udah ada Krisnapati Bayu. Wah, dibilang, oh ini tadi gue nanya pas lagi live. Ya, ada 251 orang watching. So ya, buat yang baru join, Bo Vernon, gue nonton di kamar mandi disangkain bini gue video call sama gue. Wah, hati-hati lo, jangan ngapa-ngapain, jangan mesen lagu lo. Oke, siapa lagi? Saya lebih suka dengar pengalaman. Iya betul, Krisnapati Bayu. Wah, ini masih banyak yang nanya DMS. Tuh DMS buruan, lihat tuh. Kalau misalnya yang pengen penasaran DMS, buruan sana cari. Ada di channelnya. Wah, ada Robi Konstantin. Wah, sekarang namanya Robi Konstantin TGM. Sombong kali kau. Siapa lagi pesulap? Ini ada Rafif Wahyu bilang, katanya Sinlim Pak Den. Ya, Sinlim nanti gua akan undang juga di sini. Ini adalah sebuah talk show yang santai aja. Ada Andre Limantara. Mana Andre? Katanya lo mau bantuin gue, Andre. Oke. Udah ya, kayaknya udah cukup banyak nih. Kita ini aja ya, kita undang aja Eric Chien ya. Ada Aji Nomoto. Ntar gue WhatsApp dulu si Ericnya. Oke. Ya, gue lagi nunggu dia untuk join. Barusan gue WhatsAppin dia. Oke, nanti kalian siapin pertanyaan. Siapa tahu nanti gue akan baca. Wah, ini dia. Yes, we're connecting with Eric Chien.
Can you see me?
No.
Hello.
Yes. Yay, everyone. This is Eric Chien. Whoa.
Hello.
So, how are you, bro?
Good. Just been busy doing nothing.
We all
What about
do.
you? How are you?
Yes, yeah, me too. Just doing nothing and cleaning my shoes and yeah, like mostly like at home, trying to do something with like creating new concept, and in meanwhile, so like few days ago, like last week, if I'm mistaken, some of Indonesian magician, they are they gather to make some what I call it a movement, like together we like collaborate, and then we talk, and then in this kind of situation, what we could do for the community.
That's good. All right.
And then we were just trying to help the younger magician, so maybe they could learn from us or from the other performer, and then
Mhm.
I don't know. Suddenly, it like came up to my mind, like, why don't I just trying to interview you, and then I want to see what's behind, like what's inside your head.
All right, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, because yeah, like before I'm inviting you in the video, so I like play your FISM act,
Mm-hmm.
and most of them is like they was like, wow, they were like amazing, and then now in this chat there's some of them are still confused. Is it for real? I'm interviewing you right now because they just saw your video and now you're here.
Oh, so you were playing my video just now, like on stream.
Yeah, on screen, and then
Oh, nice. Okay.
so they know who is Eric Chien, and
Mhm.
then how amazing your act is.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, this Jeffrey Tam also in the chat. Hey, Jeffrey Tam, and also Kai. Jeffrey Tam is a magician from Philippines. He's a famous. He's
Okay.
very famous, and then yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
I work together with him for the Grand Master of Magic. So probably one day we could invite you in the shows. Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, I heard about. It was last year November, or it's September, right?
In December. It's like June and December. Yeah, June and December, like twice a year.
Oh, I think I did get invited to that, but then I was touring with the illusionist, so I couldn't make it.
Yeah,
I
Jeffrey
think so.
Jeffrey told me so. Yeah, so then again, I want to know you like deeper,
Okay.
rather than like we met through Instagram chat, but we didn't talk
Yeah.
much about you and personally, like what got you in magic.
So I actually started magic in high school, which was
Mhm.
10 years ago. So I've been doing magic
Wow.
for 10 years now. And so when I first started magic, it was because my high school friend started magic first. And
Mhm.
every single day he would show me a card trick. And back then I thought he was like the lamest kid in school because he only knew how to do card trick, and every day he would do the same thing over and over again.
Uh-huh.
But then one day he actually taught me a really simple card trick, like a self-working card trick.
Mhm.
And I thought to myself, like, how can this simple thing fool anyone? So, but when I showed it to my friends, the reactions I got were amazing. Like they were completely wowed by the trick. So that's when I realized something this simple can create so much joy and wonder for other people. That's when I started falling in love with magic, and I've been doing it ever since.
So it's your friends who introduced you into magic, with
Yeah.
one card tricks, and then it impressed you, and then after that the impact of the audience seeing your magics that makes you do it like until now.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that means you've been doing magic for like 10 years.
11 years now, or almost
11
11
years.
years. Yeah.
And how can, like, well, I'm doing magic for like 22 years right now, probably. Yeah,
Wow.
22 or
Okay.
23. But I started like very basic, and then suddenly I have focused on college, and then helping my friends on his TV shows.
Yeah.
Well, I became professional, but not a like 100% performer. So I become a consultant, and then
Mhm.
I start my own career on TVs. If I'm mistaken, it's 2007. So
Wow. Okay.
I it took me like 23 years to develop
Mhm.
creating magic, and then until today. But you start early, like 10 years, but you already create some amazing stuff. So
Mhm. Thank you.
how's like what's inspired you to create that kind of routine?
For my FISM act.
Yeah.
Okay. So this goes way back. So I became a professional magician, or I was a consultant first, in 2016, right after my military service.
Mhm.
So I was consulting for this famous magician in China. And in 2018, I decided to leave the consulting job and focus fully on my FISM act, because FISM was in July and I quit in February. So I had like around 6 months to finish my act. And for me, I started my Fism act because I don't like talking. So my Fism act, I don't talk, right? So because I don't like talking that much. So I created a silent act with just music. And I first thought of a story first. So I thought of a story, and then I started putting in the effect, which will make the routine more complete. Instead of, thinking of what effects to do and then building on that one effect, I think having a story first is more important when you're creating a routine, at least for me. And basically what the story is for my Fism act is, let me think.
You get inspired by movie or like Harry Potter or something?
No, I think it's more like human. The story is, the moral of the story is basically telling you that greed is not good, right?
Yeah.
Because the more greedy you get, the more negative effects it will cause. So
that's why involving with the coins and everything, that's greed. When you like collecting the coins and put it in the box. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty interesting. A lot of my acts, I start with the story first, and then I start putting in the effects. So it works for me, and that's how I create my magic. Because I want my effects to look like real magic and more visual.
It does look like real magic. I mean, it looks like a camera tricks. I mean, it's so visual and then it's so impossible, but that makes it's very, very perfect. Yeah. So yeah, go on.
So the entire act took me about 7 months to create, and I think the story itself took me like only a month. Like the idea of the entire act took me 1 month to create, but then just the props itself took me 7 months. And I remember I got all my props made 4 days before Fism. And it was super. Yeah. So before then, I did not practice the full routine. Like I've never practiced a full routine 4 days before Fism. So it was really scary. So I think when I got to Busan in Korea, I practiced like 8 hours every single day. I didn't really attend any of the lectures or shows. I just practiced because it means a lot to me to get like an award from Fism.
Yeah. And then when you got the trophy, it's like you have like in tears.
Yes, I was definitely crying. Because I think I'm proud to say that I'm the first Asian to win a close-up Grand Prix, because every other year it's been North America or mostly in Europe. So being the first Asian to win this award, it means a lot to me.
Yeah. And also for especially the Asian community.
Yeah, I hope I've inspired more Asian magicians to start competing.
Well, it for me, it's like open like some of the Asian magicians' eyes that, hey, it turns out we can get that kind of space if we can do magic like better and then like different, extraordinary. We could won. You, for example. Yeah, wow. So you say that the creating the materials is like around 7 months, and then the idea of the story itself is 3 months.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow. It's like planting something, like you planting a flowers, and you have to wait, and then it blooms, and I think it pays off, and then that
definitely
that routine bring you to Asia's Got Talent.
Yes.
It's your first act, right?
What?
It's your first act. I mean, using the Fism act in Asia's Got Talent.
For Asia's Got Talent, my first act is my imagination coin routine, the coins, and then second round, that's my Fism act.
And then the last one is the Rubik's.
The chocolate. Yeah.
The chocolates. That's also amazing, man. It's like watching. it's like watching Zach King in real life.
Yes, that routine was mostly inspired by Zach King.
Yeah, I mean, you did it like perfectly. I mean, I really think that before, I was assuming that that kind of technique cannot be done for a real life audience, and then you just like change everything, because I did some of like the what do you call it, the material, the same materials, I mean the same concept, I mean the same concept, but I didn't know that it can go through until a real life audience. Some people probably didn't think that it can be done in real life, and then you just like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah, that routine took me a while too to create, and I think on Asia's Got Talent that was my first time performing it, and it was really scary because I was super nervous. A lot of things could go wrong in that act, and luckily it did not go wrong.
Yeah,
it was fun.
And what about FISM? Well, I supposed to attend the FISM, the one that you're competing.
2018, yeah.
It's on 18, and I had the tickets, and then I already booked the hotel, and then suddenly a few days before I realized that my passport were already expired. So
oh my god.
Yeah,
okay.
so I didn't go. So
That's
I didn't go.
unfortunate.
So yeah. So I was like, so stupid. So I didn't go. So and then my friend Jeffrey Tam, and then he said that, well, you should be here because there's a lot of amazing magician, and then it's the first opportunity for the first, is it? I think it's the first FISM in Asia, is it?
No, it's not. There's one in Asia in 2009 in Beijing.
No, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, at that time when I became a professional magician, for me it's the first time in Asia, because we have to travel like to America or to Europe to watch FISM, and this is the first time while I'm in a already professional magician, and I want to watch FISM, and it's not even like abroad in America or in Europe, but it's in Asian, and I was like, I have to be there, and then the tickets, I mean, I forgot the passport. So let me say hello to the magician, I mean the fans who watching this. I'm going to say in Bahasa, so I will translate. So ini ada yang bilang nggak ngerti bahasa Inggrisnya, nggak apa-apa, nggak usah dipaksain. Apa Bo Vernon? Bo, ada yang mau nanya nggak, Bo? So this my friend Bo Vernon. So he's a consulting, one of the best magician in Indonesia. Also, he's a friend of mine, my best friend. I think you met him.
Who?
He's with Rihanna, Bo Vernon.
Oh yeah, Bo. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Bo. Yeah, Bo Vernon, and he's
hello,
he's
Bo. I haven't seen him in so long.
Yeah. Tuh Bo, katanya kangen deh Bo. Mau ikutan nggak Bo? So and then Oge also in the Rihanna team, and he is one of the best escapologists in Indonesia. He joined. I think I don't know if you met him before, because he's in the same team with Rihanna, and Bo also at that time when you come into Jakarta. Hey, by the way, when is the time when you got Indonesia, I mean, for doing a show in Indonesia? How come I didn't know that you came to Indonesia?
I forgot what the show was. It's this online shopping brand in Indonesia.
The green one, the green one
with the bird.
Tokopedia,
Yeah, Tokopedia. Yeah, I remember. It was their event, and then I was invited to perform there. It was interesting.
Yeah, I know. Well, I heard the rumor also, and then I don't know, either the client or the event organizer asked you to do like change the routine or something, and I was like, no, he's not gonna do it. Trust me. Hey, maybe we could ask Bo to join us in the group, maybe.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Bo, mau join nggak Bo? Oh, well, I'm talking to him in Bahasa. Bo Vernon, kalau misalnya mau join, Vernon, gue kasih linknya deh. I gave him the link so he can join us. So that's Bo. I send you the link, so maybe you could join us, and then you can help me, or probably you want to ask something to Eric, yeah, that kind of vanished. The first time I knew you because you do the vanish,
Oh,
the coin vanish. That was the first time you got famous around social media. You've been like the word spreading around about your coin vanish.
yeah.
And is that released in like a magic shop?
Yeah. So I released the DVD called Coin in 2016, so 4
Mhm.
years ago, and that was my first magic video, I guess.
Yeah.
And this vanish got me my consultant job.
Ah,
Yeah. So it was really nice. I'm glad I did it.
so maybe you can show it to them, like for Indonesian people who watch this live. Can you do it like again?
Yeah.
Ah. There, a friend of mine also here joining the chat. His name is Andre Limantara. Andre, and he's a coin guy. And
Oh yeah.
I just want to say, hey, you should see that, man. It's I mean, Andre. I mean, I talked to Andre. You should see his vanish. It's crazy, man.
Thanks.
So, I want to know about the FISM. I mean, your experience in FISM, because I never compete. Like maybe most
Okay.
magician in Indonesia never compete. So probably you can share experience about FISM.
All right. So my FISM experience was nerve-wracking. Like it was scary.
Yeah, because
I've never.
you have to perform in front of magician.
Yeah. And that was I'm gonna say that was like my second real performance to a
Yeah.
big audience.
Mhm.
Because before I was a consultant, I'd never performed on stage or anything before. So it was really scary for me. It was a new experience. I didn't really attend any shows or lectures because I was practicing. So I missed 90% of FISM. And I only showed up to compete. So my thoughts on FISM was that it was just crazy. For me, my heart was pounding the whole 5 days there and just wouldn't stop. But overall, I think it's pretty fun. You get to see thousands of magicians come together and show off their new tech, their new props, and their new routines and stuff. So it's amazing. It's really amazing. So in 2000, oh, it's next year. Oh crap, FISM is next year.
Yeah, next year. Damn.
Oh my gosh, are you going next year?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm going to.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna meet you there.
Yeah. So for all the magicians, even though you're in Indonesia, it's worth it to fly all the way to North America to see this next year's FISM. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So and then you miss like your FISM experience in 2018.
Pretty much, yeah. If you're competing, you're bound to miss most of the shows.
Yeah, because you're focusing on what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
And is it difficult to become like the contestant in FISM?
Is it difficult?
I mean, it has to be like original, and has to be like there's like a lot of categories that gonna wait, this is cool, and then have a lot of category, and then you have to do something different, something like not everyone ever done before. Hey, Bo Vernon, welcome to the chat. No, it's not.
Oh, is he here?
Yeah, it's here.
I don't hear
Audio.
anything.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, turn on your audio, man. Bo. Audio lo, Bo. He's eating. What the hell?
He's eating?
Yeah.
All right.
Audio lo mana? Bo. What the hell? Hey, you're...
Can you see him?
I see him. Can you see him?
I don't see him. No.
Oh, you're using phone, right? Slide it.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, okay, Bo.
Halo.
Mantap.
Oh, I see him now.
Udah?
Yes. Udah.
Udah.
Sip.
Hello, Bo.
Hi, Eric, man.
Long time
You
no
know,
see, man.
Demian just sent me the link.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time no see.
I know.
I don't see. Oh, you're using phone, right? Sliding.
Yeah.
Bo, kayaknya lu matiin dulu YouTube-nya, di mute lah. Masa lu nonton juga?
Oh iya,
suaranya.
sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's doing the live and also watching the YouTube. It's delaying, so we can hear him saying something on the.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I just finished my shower, and then Demian sent me the link, and I just not using anything, and then like, okay, wait. I just grab anything.
Oh,
So where are you now? What are you at now?
Me?
I'm in Indonesia,
Eric?
Bo.
No,
I'm in
asking
Singapore.
Eric. I know you. I know where.
I'm in
Oh, you're in
right
Singapore right now.
now. Yeah.
He's trapped in Singapore.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I am kind of trapped here.
Everyone's kind of trapped here. So, okay, Demian.
Yeah.
Mau apa kita?
Ya, lu nanya apa? Jadi kan, so Eric, we going to talk in bahasa first, and then
Yeah, go
we.
for it.
Ya, jadi kan kemarin ini, Bo, kenapa gue ngundang lu juga? Karena terus terang, lo menginspirasi gue untuk kenapa nggak kita coba gunain source yang kita punya. Misalnya gue pribadi ya, kan lu kemarin sudah sama Dr. Frenos, sama anak-anak juga untuk bikin sesuatu. Terus ya apalah kita yang gue ngerasa apa yang bisa gue lakuin buat komunitas sulap Indonesia gitu kan. Ya mungkin dengan gue mengundang Eric bisa sharing pengalaman, karena kan terus terang kayak lu, gue, Oge, kita belum pernah kompetivism gitu kan. Dan mungkin katanya Bo Verno tahun ini ya mau visum ya?
Iya, tapi yang
di Jambi ya, visum Jambi ya.
Oke. Itu dicuekin tuh, kasihan.
Oke.
So
Ya,
Eric, so basically like belum.
Intinya gitu, Cel. Saya gue kepikiran untuk ya udah kita mungkin bisa invite orang-orang yang kita kenal gitu ya, yang dari luar yang bisa untuk tukar pikiran gitu. Makanya tadi I invite Eric to share his experience in FISM and also in Asia's Got Talent gitu. Maybe you have any question, Bo, for Eric, or like,
there's a lot of question, but it's more like a technical question. So we cannot ask it about it. No, it's for everybody in Indonesia actually, that we're facing that magician in Indonesia. It's hard to like creating an original routine. In every performance on the TV, because we have like a different. I mean, like you in the Tokopedia asking you to do something else rather than your routine, right? Yes, and then like in Indonesia, it's hard for us to like create an original routine, even with for the sekiranya. And by the way, the sekiranya watching this live also. So see, I mean, like, so there's a lot of question from other magician asking to me, asking to Demian, asking to Oge, and then how to create an original routine. Maybe you already told Demian a little bit about it, but I mean, like the inspiration and everything. So I'm curious about which book do you learn from the technique or the video or everything that inspire you to create the original routine? I mean, maybe you can share about the source of
sure.
book or DVD or.
Okay, so for me, I've learned most of my magic through like magic DVDs, tutorials. I haven't really read any magic books, or I have a lot of magic books. I just never read them. I collect them.
Same.
Yeah, I don't like reading. I'm more of a visual person. I need to watch.
Same.
You're not alone,
so I learned all the basics for card magic first, And then I started doing a lot more prop making and gimmicks when I was a consultant in Asia, in China. So I think ever since I was a consultant, I stopped watching tutorials. I stopped buying other people's props. I stopped looking through what other magicians are doing, because I don't want to get influenced. I don't want to repeat the same effect as them. I don't want to repeat the same methods. That's why I isolate myself and I try to ignore everyone else. So the stuff that I create will be new and different from everyone else's. Okay, yeah. And then, yeah, if I'm creating a routine, then usually I think of a story first. That's what I told Demian earlier. So I think of a story first, what I want to express and what I want to tell the audience. And once I have the story down, I start putting in the effects. So what effects should belong in the story. And then I start putting everything in. And yeah, that's basically how I create new effects and my routines.
How long does it take for you to create a new effect? I mean, is it possible for you if like a client say to you, okay, I want you to do a new routine and I want it to be prepared or it will be ready next week. Is it possible for you?
Because right now I don't have a team. I don't have consultants. I don't have assistants. I'm by myself right now for the past 2 years. So it'll be a little hard, but I think it's possible. Like if I want a routine ready to perform for layman, I guess 1 week, maybe. But if you want it, if I want it to, like, it's after 1 week, that routine, I will not be satisfied at all. Like I will not be satisfied with it. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be anywhere near perfect. I think for a routine for me to be satisfied with a routine, it takes usually on average about a month to a whole year. It depends on the routine, but 1 week is too short for any magic routine.
Yeah, but it happens in Indonesia. We have to create every week. We have to create a new act, not new tricks, new act with the whole routine, the concept, and everything. So that's why. Well, this is a story. It's kind of funny because I was competing in America's Got Talent in 2017, and then
I saw.
And then in the next year, Sinlim is joining also in 2018, if I'm mistaken. Is it 2018 or 2019? I mean,
2018, yeah.
And then he asked me, so how many routine that he should prepare for the AGT? And I said to him, maybe for like just to be safe, 7 routine you have to create. And then he said that, oh no, because he only have like 5 maximum or 3 to 5. And then I say, why? You are like professional magician and you win FISM, and you should have like more than 5. And I said to him, and then he said, no, only 5. And then he asked me, how can I have a lot of a lot of routine? And I said, in Indonesia, every week back then in 2007, when I had my own TV shows, I have to prepare 7 tricks, new tricks every week for a TV shows.
Yeah.
And then 1 illusions. And it happened for like how long? 1.5 years. Like, can you imagine 1.5 years? So I have to create new tricks, new illusion every week. So
That is crazy.
That's why it's because in Indonesia we don't have the tradition like in the US or in other country. When we have our own television, it came on seasonal. Like first season, 13 episodes. We don't have it here. We have like, okay, you have a TV shows, so we have to do it every week. Then we shoot every day, and then we have to create, and then we have after we create, we perform, create, perform. So we don't have time to master it. Can you imagine for like 1.5 years?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's tough.
And back then in 2004, if I'm mistaken, Bo. So I was Bo Fernand consultant. So he have his own TV show called in Bahasa we call it said memang
Wow.
sulap memang sihir. It's like in
It's
English
way
is
back.
real, way back then. So the TV show called it's magic, it's real magic, it's real sorcery in English.
Mhm.
It's kind of funny, but yeah, that's the name in English. And we were like crazy, Bo. Yeah, we create new tricks every weeks. It's
Yeah,
very
it's
crazy.
stupid actually.
Oh, well, not stupid, man, but it built us until
Yeah.
like the person that we are now.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. I don't think I can be able to create 7 new routines in a week.
Yeah,
or a
but
month.
then again, if you create that kind of like that amount of tricks, like a lot of them, probably like most of your routine or most of your tricks is not as strong as the one that you create for like a year.
Mm.
Yeah, I understand.
Because
But yeah,
we have to compete with times, and then suddenly like it was like we were picking this from that kind of act and then gather in one and then create a new routine, but basically it's not a new one, but it's like evolving from the old tricks that we had. And that doesn't make us for me personally, I didn't really satisfied with the result, but we have to.
Yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
And then
that's
it
rough.
figures.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that all the TV shows, not me and Bo and Rihanna and Olge were dealing with the TV station that want us to do something, like we have to have a new routine, mostly like every month. Is it, Bo? Every month? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
More likely every month.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, me too, but we have to deal with it. Okay, so about the after FISM, it's your Asia's Got Talent.
Yeah.
So what is all about the
Oh yeah. So
I want to know because it's every person or every magician has their own experience, different experience in competing. And how about the Asia's Got Talent?
yeah, so when I signed up for Asia's Got Talent, it was during FISM. So the deadline was last day of FISM. But then I didn't really want to sign up. But then my friend actually signed up Asia's Got Talent for me. So so one day I just like after FISM I got an email saying that I'm in the audition for Asia's Got Talent. I'm like, what the fuck? That's pretty funny. So then I went anyways because might as well try. So because I've never been on TV before FISM, and I wanted to start with, I want to say small because that is a pretty big stage too, but I wanted to start with Asia's Got Talent before I move on to America's Got Talent because I wanted the experience. And I didn't know what TV was like. I didn't know what TV reality show is like. So when I went there, it was completely different than what I thought. If I have to say it like honestly, just everything is fake, but it's still pretty fun. I think the experience for Asia's Got Talent is actually pretty good. Everyone there is super helpful. Everyone's really nice there. Yeah, it was fun. What else? But I think I was mostly disappointed during my semifinals because the way that they filmed my FISM act, it wasn't ideal. Like it wasn't very good. And the lighting, their editing wasn't good either. So at least in my opinion, it wasn't perfect. So I was a little disappointed on the way that they filmed my FISM act. But yeah, overall the experience is really good. I'm only saying that because I won.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So your friends got you in Asia's Got Talent. Interesting. It's like Asia's Got Talent is not like thing you didn't prepare. You have to prepare for everything. But when your friends signing up for you, it's kind of like, oh shit.
But it was fun. Like my friend told me to sign up already because it's almost deadline. But then I told him that no, because I'm always preparing for FISM during that time. It was a few days during, like, into FISM. So then I didn't want to waste time signing up. So then he helped me sign up for me, and I didn't know he did that. So that was pretty cool. I'm glad he did though.
Okay, so now we're going to the. Lu mau nanya lagi
You
apa
owe
mau
him.
chat?
You
What?
owe him. You owe
Yeah,
your
yeah,
friend
yeah.
then.
Your
Yeah.
friend.
Yes, I do.
So I wanna like read some comments here. So there's a guy named Dharma, and then he asked me to, hello Demian, please ask Eric how he feel about Rihanna.
Rihanna?
Yeah.
I think for those of you who don't know, I love Rihanna. Like, her presentation, her character is amazing. I've never seen anyone get so into character like that for the entire duration of the show or her act. I heard many stories from Asia's Got Talent because they told me that they worked with Rihanna before, and they told me that whenever they're on set, she's always in character. Like, she would not talk, she would not eat in front of people, she would just be by herself. And it's incredible how much patience and dedication she has to her performance, her art. It's amazing. I love Rihanna.
Yeah, I'm with Rihanna in our last TV shows with Bo Vernon, and then she was like 100%. Every time every time I got in studio, she already there, and then I never saw her left the studio. I don't know. Probably she's staying in the studio. I don't know, but she always there. And then I never saw her. I never saw her eating, and I don't know. This is a very like 100% like very in character for 100%, like the whole days.
Super
for some of us,
yeah.
Some of us is like I know some of magicians also in Indonesia, they have their own character, but it's only on stage. The character is only on, like turn it on when on stage, but Rihanna is like on and off. That for me is quite amazing also, because never saw it at all, like the one like that. Before, like Bo Ferran is Rihanna consultant, so there's a time when Rihanna publishing a movie, right? What's the name of the movie, Bo? I forgot the name.
The second Rihanna beginning.
Yeah, so Rihanna published a movie with a trilogy. Bo Vernon management. So I came to the premiere, and then I saw Rihanna, and then I said, congratulations for the movie, and I was like, want to give her like shake hand.
Handshake, yeah.
And then she was like,
yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. I told Bo, I will keep trying until she shake my hand. I will keep trying. And
I know, I think I met Rihanna once when I was in Indonesia, and then we all had dinner together with Bo, and I thought I would be able to see Rihanna off character because we were just meeting for dinner, but then she was still in character. Like, I was trying to make her laugh, I was talking to her the whole time, but then she would not reply me at all. I was really disappointed, but it was really interesting.
Hey, you're not alone, man. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. I'm with her for 3 months, and then no shake hand at all. No shake hand.
Oh.
Can you imagine for 3 months? Every time we got home, I keep trying, like, hey, bye. And then she was like,
that's funny. Yeah,
but
yeah, I've been working with her like almost 1 year and a half, almost 2 years, and then like I never shake her hand actually.
Okay, that a relief. Thank you, Bo. Yeah, that very entertaining. Yeah. It proved me that I'm not alone. Okay. So yes, so Oh, there's a question from Destino Farhan. Destino is one of the best magician also in Indonesia. He asked, "Hey Eric, how do you overcome a stage fright? I heard the more prepared you are, the less nervous you'll be. What do you think? Thanks in advance."
I think it's all about the experience. The more experience you have on stage, you won't have stage fright anymore. So first time when I was on stage was basically FISM. And if you guys seen my video of FISM, my hands were shaking the whole time. And I didn't dare to look up at the judges and the audience because I was so scared. And even for, let's say, America's Got Talent, if you go watch my America's Got Talent audition video, my hands were shaking so much. If you see me hold the entire ribbon was just shaking because I didn't have enough experience performing. I was only performing for about half a year from the America's Got Talent audition, so it was still scary then. But then it got a lot better when I started touring China, America, Europe. I was performing like 3 shows every day and hundreds of shows for the month. So I started getting used to it, and I think it just comes through from experience. I think just being on stage helps.
Yeah. So I hope it answered your question, yeah, Destino. And then there's another question from Kan Kecil. So it's a good question also. He said that please ask Eric that where your hometown is in Taiwan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he asked about the magic in your country. Is it already big or the same? I mean, is it the same like in America or different? And then what would you do to make the magic big in your country?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question again?
So it's like every country have a different kind of level appreciate from the audience. Not like in America. When we come to America, like everyone already prepared, everyone already know that it's an entertainment, and they already prepare for it to get entertained, and they don't think that magic is kind of like, oh, you fooled me, not that kind of stuff, but rather than it's just entertainment, you have to deal with it, you have to appreciate. So is it already like that in your country, or is it this different? I mean, like in Indonesia, when you perform to laymen, some of them, I'm not saying that all of them, but some of them think that you fooled me. They didn't in the zone where it is entertainment. I'm trying to entertain you, and I'm not trying to fool you. And then I mean, is it like America or is it in Indonesia? I mean, the Taiwan itself.
I think because I've toured all through, like I've been to almost every city in China, and I feel like in Asia in general, people are more, they want to try to figure out your magic instead of enjoying your performance, your art, your magic. I think it also depends on the way you perform. Like if I'm performing it in a way, like for me, if I'm performing it like I'm telling a story, blah, 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 then I think people will be enjoying my performance more. But if the way you perform is more arrogant, I guess, like you're trying to fool, like if the audience think that you're trying to fool them, then of course they will think that it's just a trick, it's just sleight of hands, it's just gimmicks. Yeah. I think the way that you perform really depends on the way you perform. I think in America, because for American magicians, or most of the ones that I've seen, they're more talkative, they're more into storytelling, they're more into telling jokes. So the audience is more relaxed when they watch magic. But in Asia, it's more of a, I'm not too sure.
Showing off.
Yeah, it's more like a showing off in Asia, I think, in my opinion. I might be wrong, but I'm just saying that's my opinion.
Yeah, but probably because of like mostly the one that we saw, it's like doing the mostly visual things.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
makes sense. Makes sense. So this is Jeffrey Tam Magic. He asks, any plans of releasing new effect in the market?
I think I will eventually, but not anytime soon. I am releasing my imagination coin routine end of this year.
Mhm.
So I think that's going to be pretty exciting because I've never really shown anyone my gimmicks before, my props or anything. But for my Fism Act, I'm probably not going to release it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to release that.
Yeah, but I think I don't know if it's piracy or something, but I saw in the market that they sell the ribbon, and then the card half.
Oh yeah,
Is it?
I've seen it. I've seen it.
So it's a someone.
Oh, you
copying
mean
it?
the color change?
No.
Oh, that one I did release.
Oh, you did release.
I did release the color change where it's half.
Yeah.
But my entire act, I did not release it. But if you've seen it if you've seen it somewhere, then it's probably fake.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were releasing it with the table that you have. And
No,
I'm saying,
no.
no. I think it's I think same too, because I think that Eric is never gonna sell the secret of the table with.
Yeah.
No.
I've seen the knockoff version of my props, my table. It's not very good. I've seen it. It's not. It's basically unperformable.
Hey,
Who's performing? You
Hmm?
see someone perform it
Yes.
with the table? Oh yeah.
someone
Yeah.
in China.
Yeah.
Same like
But-
my Sans. Hey, by the way, Eric is the one who sent me the picture of my Sans torture been playing in China Got Talent. He sent me the picture and he said, "Hey, Demian, are you performing in China?" I said, "No." Why? Because I saw your props here. No way. And he sent me the picture of my Sans torture. I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, we have to be ready for that also. If it's good, someone will copy it.
Yeah. Agree.
And then this my friend Andreli Mantara say, Eric, how do you practice on everyday basis? How many hours do you invest for your practice?
I used to practice. I say used to because I don't practice that much now. I think now I focus more on creating stuff instead of practicing. But before I would practice about 4 to 5 hours every day. But that was like 5 years ago. But now, yeah, I think for right now, I focus more on creating instead of practicing because I think creating is more important now because I've got all the foundation down. So, but if you're talking about practicing for like new acts, like if I'm performing for a show, then of course I would spend hours, like a week before the show, I would spend hours every day to practice. Yeah.
So what about in this kind of situation, this pandemic situation? What kind of things you do during the quarantine? Well, besides in your place right now, Singapore.
So I want to create a lot of magic right now. I want to, but I can't because I'm stuck here. I don't have my tools. I don't have props here. So it's really hard. And since I can't leave my house, it's really strict here. I can't leave my house. So I'm just stuck at home watching online lectures and then watching other people stream online. That's basically it. I've just been learning a lot more stuff from other magicians because nothing else to do. But I have been writing a lot of ideas down in my notebook. And I think that the moment I go back to Beijing, I'll be creating a lot of stuff. So I'm really excited for that.
So and then that mean when it's all over, the pandemic is over, so you will be doing your tour with the illusionist, right?
No. A lot of the shows with the illusionist got canceled this year because of the virus, because we don't know when it will end. So I think this year I won't be touring with the illusionist. Next year maybe, it depends, but yeah. I don't know.
I think next year I want to get you for my shows.
yeah, let me know.
And we have to talk about this after the live show, this live conversation.
For sure.
because I
Sounds
want
good.
because the grandmaster the grandmaster of magic will be it has to be like touring twice a year. So
Mhm.
probably next year I will get you and also Rihanna in the show.
All right, sounds good.
It's me and Jeffrey Tam who producing it. So if it
Mhm.
well, if we can do something and maybe we could bring it to Indonesia when Indonesia is ready. Is it, Bo? When Indonesia is ready with the kind of like buy some ticket for magic shows, yeah. If it's Indonesia people ready with that kind of things. Well,
Mhm.
sadly, the one that I told you before, sadly, Indonesia, we don't have that kind of tradition where people buy tickets to watch magician. So,
Mhm.
and then now we're trying to educate people about how to appreciate the art of magic
Yes,
because
that's good.
we've been like left behind for like maybe 50 years from like America, or especially like the one who already accept magic as a package of entertainment. So now we are trying to what do you mean, like to build the audience to appreciate more, because it's kind of hard to re-educate people that didn't have the platform, didn't have the basic of magic. If you want to see magic, you have to go to like a theater and buy tickets and watch the show. In here, mostly, if you want to see magic, it's like when you come to Indonesia and you like asking someone, hey, I want to see Demian show or Rihanna show. We don't have that. If you want to see Demian or Rihanna or other magician, you have to come to like corporates gathering
Yeah.
or
Mhm.
probably like on TV. We don't have that kind of theater. It's like you when people ask you, I want to see your magic, where I can see you, and then you just say, oh, I have a tour with illusionists like this month or blah blah blah. You name the date. And here, hey, Damon, I want to see your magic. Please come to an event of a corporate like, and it's closed for public. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. So next year probably, yeah, it's supposed to be this year, but I don't know. We changed plan. Me and Bo, we're trying to get shows for Indonesian market.
Okay.
We did once with the superhuman there in
Mm-hmm.
2018 probably, I forgot, and I want to make that again, like with the mostly Asian and Indonesian.
Okay. Yeah, sounds nice.
Oke, Bo, ada lagi mau tanyain, Bo? Bo Vernon?
Sorry. Oh, yeah. No, I'm just listening, and then I just write it down, everything that I can, because it's like it's a lecture from Eric Chien. So I just write it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And before we end this conversation, before we end this live, maybe any tips for Indonesian magician who want to decide to go professional?
I think any tips? It's hard. I think just
it's
practice like 8 hours a day.
yeah, practice. Make sure you're constantly creating new effects or ideas. Just make sure you have a lot of ideas. Because once you go professional, it's you burn your ideas really, really fast. So it's you have to constantly have new ones. Give me one moment. Okay. And
mysterious
and I think just
sound.
yeah.
What is that?
Nothing. Magic.
Lagi di rumah ceweknya, Cel.
And just be brave enough to perform. I think that's the most important one, because you can only get better through performing. So just make sure you have the balls to perform.
Yeah. And then there's a probably like I'm going to add a little bit. Bo Vernon have a live Zoom few days ago, and then it came from one of the best stand-up comedian in Indonesia. And for me, he gave me a good reason. I mean, he explained that when it comes to stage performer, it needs stage. I mean, you have to have a good or proper stage to test your material, or if you have something, you have to practice it on stage, not only practice at home. Because it's a stage performance, you have to practice on stage with the real audience and practice. Probably that's because some of magicians that I know, they think that by practicing at home, just practicing at home would already make them professional.
No.
Yeah.
I think learning to deal with the audience it's what makes us more professional. Like, we can be at home and practice sleight of hands every day, and it will be perfect with the sleight of hand. But the moment you go outside and perform for the real audience, you don't know how they're going to react, and you need to adjust your performance depending on their reaction. So, like I said, practice isn't just being at home practicing sleight of hand. You need to actually go outside and perform. Whether it's on the street, at home with your family, with friends, you can start small and then work your way up to a big stage.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. And Bu Vernon, so Boris want to ask something. You said, what kind of question?
I don't know. Boris, yeah, I think he's watching us right now. So how about we ask him straight to mana sih YouTube gue gak nyala. Boris, lo kata mau nanya apa, Riz? Atau lo mau kita invite live aja? Gimana, Boris? Tukeran sama gue.
Jangan, boleh deh. So you have the link, Bo. Maybe we can invite him also. We have few minutes left.
Yeah.
Wait,
we still get time. We still get time, actually.
Yeah, we should have time. I mean, and then while you're asking for Boris, maybe I'll read some comments and say, okay. And then the question is, hi Eric, do you have a book of creation for your idea and stuff? Do you always update your old stuff?
Yes, I do. I have a book that has all my ideas in it. I don't know where it is. Somewhere over outside. Somewhere outside.
If you don't mind, maybe you can showing, but not the tricks. I mean, that you have like me. So for instance, I have wait a minute. It's upstairs. Okay.
I'll show it from afar. So, this is my book of ideas. And it's actually a new book. I just bought it last month. So I write all my ideas over here, the effects, the story of the effects, and then the ideas of how I can achieve it and stuff like that. Yes.
Nice. Bo Vernon also have. Show it, Bo.
So this one is book ideas. This one, I have it over here.
Where?
This one, I write it down. And
you're lacking.
over here.
Wait. You're lacking, Bo.
Here.
Yeah. No, your camera froze.
You're freezing. Yeah, you're freezing.
First media.
Disebut
First media. First media. Okay, this one.
Masih. Oh, okay.
Is it good now?
It's good now.
Yeah. This one is my book of ideas, actually.
It's just a paper, Bo, not a book.
I mean, I write it out everywhere. Actually. So yeah, there you go. No, Boris. I think Boris not gonna join us because his wife is now watching a Korean movie, so he's cannot join us.
What? There's no, nggak nyambung, Jir. There's no connection between watching Korea and then ask a question. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the internet is using by his wife, or the yeah, I don't know.
Oh, probably. Okay. So, gimana nih? So yeah, I think. Is it anyone else want to ask, or we just gonna end this conversation?
Seru tunjukin apa gitu.
Yeah. Or probably if you have something with you right now, you can show us something probably.
Me?
Yeah.
That's what everybody is waiting for, right? In the comments.
Probably everyone's waiting. I think if I with the comments, that's what everyone is waiting right now. I want to make you as the spotlight. Yeah. Now you are the spotlight. You didn't prepare.
I did not prepare. I actually don't have any props with me other than this one. Let me show you. I love this this thing. It's awesome. I'm sure you guys have seen it before too. Do you guys do Rubik's Cube magic? No?
Me no. But I like watching Rubik's magic.
Have you guys seen this one?
No, I'm not doing magic.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it. It's by Henry Harris. I love it. This is the only thing I bring with me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
But that's all I can show you right now.
Yeah, sebut lagi si anjing. Yeah, Eric, who's the judge in FISM 2018? Someone asking Magician Mayang. Eric, who is the judge in FISM 2018?
I don't really remember. I know Blue Chen, Horit Wu. I know the face. I forgot the name. Give me 1 second.
You Googling it.
Oh my gosh, wait. Oh, crap. He was on Fullest. I forgot his name. Wait.
Gue tahu. Si
Michael Vincent. Michael Vincent.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, someone who asked the judges.
I forgot who else. There's 3 more. There's 6 judges in total.
And also there's Zion Steele. Do you know Zion Steele from Florida? He's a friend of mine also, and he creates some of magic stuff. And he asked, I don't know the exact thing that he's been asking, but he said, Eric, I have a question, if you don't mind me asking. The last routine you did on AGT, would you mind explaining the miniature statue routine?
Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this, but I had all my, you know, for America's Got Talent, there's 5 rounds, right? So there's audition, judge cuts, quarterfinal, semifinal, finals.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I had my routines planned out for each round, but then during the semifinals, I told them my idea. I told them my act, and then they said I couldn't do this act because there was some copyright. There was some TV rights for the props, and then they wouldn't let me do it. So then so I had to come up with a new act in 3 days, and it was crazy. I was so stressed that time. I didn't have props because it's in America. All my props and all my tools are in China, so I couldn't just build something just like that. On my 3D printer, everything is not there with me. So I created that act in 3 days, and I remember right after that performance, the moment I walked off stage, I just started crying because it was just so stressful. And I know I was not satisfied with my performance at all. And it was just really stressful. And I was kind of like forced to show that act. Wait, I don't see you guys anymore.
What happened? Hello?
Where'd you guys go?
So Bo, I don't know. Bo is vanishing. Maybe he's doing some illusions. But you still see me?
No, I don't see you. I don't know. I don't see you.
Yeah, but I still see you. I mean,
Okay, I don't know how to find you. Weird.
slide left to right.
I did. No, nothing's happening.
Yeah, but we still can see you.
Okay,
And,
okay.
and
I'm
also
just gonna leave it like that. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, for that final act or semi-final act, it was just for me. It was just a mess. It was not what I wanted to do, and I was not satisfied with it. It was definitely nowhere near good, in my opinion. Yeah, it was tough. AGT is really hard.
Yeah, and you know what? There's also I had the same experience. Also, it's like when they asked me, well, not change it 100%, but they asked me to change the routine, and it's kind of stressed me out also, because first it's not in my country. I cannot provide anything, and then it's hard for me to look for some material if you want to change something, and then it's big illusions. I mean, we already practiced for the routine that we already have, we prepared, and then if we change it, we have to rehearse with all the crews and everything. Yeah, that's kind of probably a kind of a stressful thing we have to deal when it comes to televisions.
Yeah.
Is it happening also in Asia's Got Talent?
Asia's Got Talent, not as much. Like, they would still tell you to change a few things, but they were more they didn't really have too much say in my act. But they did tweak a few things. But I'm okay with that. Yeah, it wasn't like, oh, you can't do this routine, you have to change the entire thing.
Oh, this is a good question also from Darius Drew. Is it fun to work with the illusionists? And also, did all the performer also help in the marketing process?
The marketing process.
It
was definitely fun to be performing with the illusionist. Everyone there is really professional. They're just really good. They're really funny as well. All the dancers and the stage crews, they're all really professional. Like, the day we got there, they set up everything within like a few hours, and then we just started rehearsing every single day. All the cast members, they're also really funny. Like, so I was working with Dom Chambers, who was also on AGT. And wait, who else was in? Kevin James. Oh my God.
Luis de Matos, no?
Who?
Luis de Matos? No? Luis de Matos or Andrew Basso?
No. They were not for the Broadway show. Oh my gosh, I forgot the names. I hope they don't see this. Oh my God.
It's okay. It's okay. I forgot a lot of stuff also during the quarantine, so it's okay. It's okay, my friend. This quarantine gets stressed me out also. I mean, I could barely remember about magic when someone asked me, hey, what kind of book do you like to read? I was like, what's the name of that book? I forgot. I was like, but
oh man.
I mean, it's okay.
It was really fun because I was touring. I was on Broadway with them, and it was during Christmas and Thanksgiving. So it was really awesome. It was really good times in America. I love performing with Illusionists. I was going to continue to work with them last month, but then because of the virus, everything got canceled. But it was just overall a really good experience. Everyone there is really professional.
Yeah.
Easy to work with.
And then there's a question also. Would you like to do magic show in Indonesia someday?
Yeah, of course. I thought you were inviting me to one.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, it's invitation from me. So just a question from the audience that see our.
Yeah,
our
actually,
chat.
one of the television asked me to invite you, and then but the show is canceled because of this. So I'm sorry
Oh
that.
no.
Oh yeah, the one that we planned about
Yeah.
the
and
award things, right?
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. You're already on the list. Your name.
Oh, okay.
That is other than the show. I mean the show
That's a
with the different one, but this one for the TV shows, and they already asked me and Bo to contact you, but because of this pandemic, we have to cancel it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Wait. So another question, maybe the last question before we end this session.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wait. A lot of them just saying hello.
Hello.
So yeah, how big's the chance for Indonesian joining FISM? Any information about FISM? Well, actually, if you want to try first, try to go FISM Asia.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the path. Maybe you should do it. FISM Asia and then the FISM World.
Yeah, you have to go through FISM Asia first in order to qualify for FISM World. I think FISM Asia is this year in November, if they didn't cancel it, but I think it's in November.
Yeah, if they didn't cancel it. So yeah, I think that's all. Everyone who asking about magic, I think already like some of them is just like simple one, just saying hello, and then I think only some of magician that joining the chat, mostly my fans.
Okay.
Demian has a lot of fans.
No, not like Bo Vernon. Bo Vernon is like twice as much as mine. So Bang tanya pendapat tentang Irda. So show me your magic, he did. And then perform some trick, yes, he did. And I have question for both of you. I mean, three of us maybe.
No, both of you.
Who is the magician and make you propose want to be? Oh, it's who inspired you becoming magician?
For me, it's Cyril Takayama. Because when I first started magic, I just watched his video every single day, and just the way he goes to the street and performs to like, it's like he can do magic whenever he wants because he's doing street magic and he's able to walk up to anyone to any store. He's just does magic right there. I think that he really inspired me to do magic like that.
You, Bo?
Me is
Deddy
Corbusier. Yeah.
And Romy Rafael also?
No, Deddy Corbusier. I know Romy Rafael after I become a magician.
Oh, nice. Same thing. Me, I admire Limbat.
No, I see that. Yeah, so that coming. I see the similarity between you and Limbat. So yeah.
Eric don't know Limbat. Maybe you should explain.
I don't.
Yeah, you better don't.
Which act that you love the most? Which act that you love the most? Yeah.
I saw this one act for stage. His name is Ri Chung. Have you guys heard of him? Ri Chung?
Ri Chung?
Not yet.
But he does this stage act with smoke, and his act is just really beautiful because I don't know how they're doing it, but Korean magicians, they're so creative and original.
Yeah, I agree.
And just the acts that they do, it's pretty amazing. So Reed Chung, if you guys are interested, go search him up. Reed, R-E-A-D, Chung, C-H-A-N-G. He does smoke magic. It's incredible. It's pretty crazy.
Okay, so
he got second place for FISM.
Oh. Well, smoke, is it smoke or the sand? Smoke.
Smoke.
Oh, Yeah, I saw the one that using a sense also.
Oh, Sand. Yeah. His act is really nice too. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, when he vanished the ring,
Yeah.
so
that
good.
was
I mean,
that's
so
amazing.
good. And
But just
then,
imagine him practicing that at home though. It's
yeah,
such a man.
after that, after it's like he's like cleaning all the messes with, or
I know.
probably he lived in the desert sands.
Oh,
I don't know.
oh yeah. That would make sense.
And there's I don't know, it's a funny question. If I saw this a funny question, but maybe I will ask it to you. Does Eric regret doing his FISM act first on AGT? I mean, do you have any regret at all?
No.
No.
I think for me, I knew that I wasn't gonna win America's Got Talent. My goal wasn't to win America's Got Talent. My goal was just to showcase my magic, and hopefully the whole world would see it. And I know the audition is where most people watch the audition and they don't continue on. So most of the views are from the auditions. So I wanted to do my best act in the beginning so more people can see it.
Oh, so there you go. No regret at all, because it's helped him also, like the publicity, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's all. Okay, thank you so much, Eric, for your time, and
Thank you.
I hope you're like stay safe, stay healthy, and
You too.
we hoping that this pandemic will be over so we can go back on stage and entertain
Yeah.
everyone. And then
Agreed.
thank you so much, Bo Fernand, for joining us.
Thank you for inviting. Thank you, Eric, for sharing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll see you
and
guys soon.
yeah, I hope
Hopefully.
we can see each other again. I mean, in the future, probably. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Okay.
much for
Thank you so much.
those who are already joining us. Thank you so much, and please send me like a name who's other magician who want me to invite for this live chat. Just let me know, and then thank you so much. Hope you all well, and pray for everything. Pray for this pandemic will be over soon.
I mean,
Okay, thank you so much, Eric. Bye, Bo.
Yeah,
Bye, Eric.
thank you. Be
Bye-bye.
safe. Bye.